In this video, we're going to talk about some of the best side hustles. So like and share this video. So yeah, I get questions like this all the time. There's some people that have full-time jobs or maybe a part-time job, and they're just not making enough money. So which is the main reason why I came online in the first place, because I could never make enough money with my full-time job. I remember at one point, just before I came online, the amount of money I was being paid wasn't enough to even cover my bills at the time. So I was just looking for ways to supplement my income to make more money in the least amount of time, whether this was on the weekends or after work, or for me it was before work, because I worked second shift at the time, which was 2 to 10 or 3 to 11. So I had whatever I wanted to do, or had to do, I should say, I had to do it before it was time for me to go to work, or I had to do it after I got off work, which would be after 11 o'clock, which would be tough sometimes, because sometimes I would be exhausted. But I made it work. I would do what I had to do before work and after work some days. And on the weekends, for the most part, I would be off. So I just figured it out and made it work. So one of the first things I did was I started buying stuff low and started selling it high. So what I would do, I would go to places like the thrift store, the Salvation Army. I would, maybe I bought something off Amazon and it was laying around, and I knew I wasn't going to read the book no more, or use the product anymore. So I would try to put it online and sell it. That's exactly how I got started. I mean, sometimes I would go to yard sales, and some of this stuff you buy in the yard sale would be in the box, unused, basically. So I would, I would try to sell this stuff. And at the yard sales, the price is cheap, probably less than $5 in most cases. And I would try to sell it for at least $20, $30, $50, or how much I could get it for. And in most cases, it worked out. I made a profit. If I bought something for $2 at a yard sale and I sell it for $40, that's a pretty good ROI, return on investment. That's how I got started. I started putting stuff on back then, Amazon, eBay. And I'd done that for probably 5 years. Then I graduated and started selling books. Now, during that time, you gotta remember, this is 2007, 2008, 9. Amazon got started. They were known for books. So what I would do is there's some people in my local area would have these big CDs, cases of audio programs with some people that were living, some people were deceased, but I knew these products were in demand. And see, I would see people on Amazon trying to sell them. They would have them listed, right? So I knew where I was at in the community that I was involved with, I could triple the price, it tripled my profits. So I would buy like a Ted Nicholas program, for example, which was a 12 CD case of the program was about being a copywriter and speaking in front of people. And I think I might have bought that thing for like $50, and I ended up selling it for $200. That's a pretty good profit, right? That's 4 times the profit. I paid $50, got 200. It was actually over 300, over 200 at the time. So I would look for things like that, and it could be a book, could be an audio, video program, even a cassette tape. I would just continuously look for these things that I would have a good idea that would sell. Now, the majority of stuff did sell. Did I sell 100% of everything? Of course not. It's no 100%. There's nothing perfect. But that's how I got started. And you can do the same thing too. It doesn't take a rocket science to do this. And the hardest thing about doing this is going to the post office to ship the product out when somebody buys. That was the hardest thing, really. But Amazon made it easy, because when you go on Amazon and like there's like a resale button that they have, and they make it easy. It's not really complicated at all. So that's how I got started. And the second thing I started doing is, if I found out somebody else had a product that they were selling, or at least trying to sell, and maybe they didn't have the reach, or maybe they didn't know how to do it, maybe they didn't know how to get in front of more people, what I would do is cut a deal with that person. I would help them sell their products to my people, the people that I knew at the time, that I thought, of course, this has to be a good match. It has to be people that actually will be interested in whatever products or services they had at the time. So let's say the person was he helped people publish their own books. Just use that as an example. So I would tell this person, hey, every person that I introduce you to, and if you end up doing business with them, just give me 20%, 30%. Well, we can, everything is negotiable, basically, or 40%, whatever, right? I started doing that, and I had a lot of success in doing that. Now you might ask, well, why would a guy or gal with a business or service, why would they take me up on an offer like that? Why? They have nothing to lose, because they're going to get a new client, new money. I mean, they just have to split the profits. That's all. I mean, if I never brought them a new client, they wouldn't have gotten one. So they don't have to do anything. The only thing they have to do, I'm bringing the people into his or her office. So why wouldn't they do it? That's new money. That's new business, new client. And plus, this new client can not only just publish a book, they might apply for other services as well. So that one client might be worth, I don't know, might be worth $10,000, $20,000, $50,000. But all I did is just introduce him one time. He paid me one time, and that's it. The rest of the profits, I have nothing to do with. So it's a win-win situation. So I did that. I'm pretty much always been doing that. I still do that to this day. I still look for people that need help, people that, they want a bigger audience or a different audience or a better audience of people. So I still help people do the same thing today. And they, every time somebody buys into whatever product and services they have, it throw me a little profit in return down the line. It's a win-win for everybody. Everybody wins. Nobody loses. They get a new client. I get a little money in return in the back end down the line. Couple weeks, couple months later, however they want to pay out. And now the other way the other thing I started doing is doing what some people call an affiliate. Now, affiliate is a fancy word of saying I'm gonna sell somebody's product online, and I'm going to register at a website, and after I'm done registered and once I get approved, there's links of every product within that website, and I'm going to take that website link and I'm going to share it, put it on my blog, a LinkedIn post, or YouTube, below my YouTube video channel, whatever. Just Amazon does this. A lot of websites do this. Now the percentages is usually low when it comes to Amazon, but other groups of people like ClickBank, I think it's like 80%. Or it's really negotiable too. Everything's negotiable except for Amazon. If I'm not mistaken. I'm not sure if you can negotiate for Amazon. I doubt it, but everything is negotiable in these other affiliate programs based on my experience. So I started doing that strictly online, and I still do that to this day. I have I do affiliate deals with people and have been doing them for 10 years now, and this is not anything complicated. You might have registered at an affiliate site, but you probably didn't. You might not call it an affiliate. You might call it a partner website or whatever, but it's the same. The whole idea is to basically share the link with an audience of people, and you get a certain percentage once somebody buys. And this is strictly online, by the way. This is not offline. So it's strictly digital. That's the point I'm trying to make. So these are just some things that I started off doing over the past. I've been doing this for the past 10 years, and it's worked well. And once you get good at this, once you have an audience, a following, people that know, like, and trust you, and want to do business with you, it's kind of like you don't really have to do much to create new money. So share this episode, tell me what you think below. Until next time, I'm out. Peace.